Hey guys, Shock here. I got Wi-Fi Battle number 68 for you. It's a Wi-Fi Battle off T-Flare. It's against LeinGod8, and it's using a whole new OU team, which none of you guys have ever seen. I spent like the last week EV training it because I'm incredibly lazy and slow on it and preoccupied with other things. So I'm just going through the VS recorder here, and I'm telling you because it's strong, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Go Infidel. So the battle's going to start here in a few seconds, and the song is Shake Your Foundations. I think, no? Sorry, my bad. Shake Your Foundations by AC/DC. So I'm going to lead with Mence, and he's going to lead with Gengar, and he's going to Shadow Ball me, and that's going to do right about half, and I'm thinking it's probably sashed, because if it was specs, it would have done a lot more than that. So it is sash after all, and I'm thinking, okay, I might be able to live the next Shadow Ball. So I'm like hoping and praying to God, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, 6 HP! So I kill off his mind games. I'm like, yes, and I'm just going to fodder off my Mence for whatever else comes out next. And that is a Starmie. And he's going to surf to kill off my Mence. And you got to love the name on my Mence. That face. You got to love it. So I go into Hydro. And he's going to go into Dominion. And I'm like, I'm going to set the Aqua Ring up here right now. So Aqua Ring is going to restore any Sandstorm damage. So I'm just going to go for the Acid Armor. And he's going to go into Substitute. And I'm like, okay. I could probably physically wall him out right now. Once I get all the Acid Armor set up. So I'm going to get another Acid Armor set up. And he's going to go for the Stone Edge. And it doesn't miss. But it doesn't do even 100. So I'm not too worried right now at this point. Because I'm going to get almost all of it, but 53 of it back from leftovers and Aqua Ring. And he's going to go for Focus Punch, but I decided to go for another Acid Armor so I can have +6 defense right now. And he's going to hit me with that Focus Punch, and it's going to do like slightly over 50. So I'm like, okay, I can pretty much take all his attacks right now. Bar Thunder Punch. Well, I can still take a Thunder Punch too. So I'm going to Surf to break the sub. And it's going to Stone Edge me again, which isn't going to do too much. And I'm going to get most of my HP back from that I lost. And he's almost back. He's back at full health now. And he's going to switch into Starmie, which I was just going to surf anyways, because this is a max special attack, modest nature Vaporeon. And I'm like, it didn't do nearly as much as I thought it could have. But Sandstorm is helping. So, he's going to T-Bolt me here, but I know I'm going to be at least a 2-hit KO for my current HP marker. Probably a 3-hit KO if I was at full HP. And after I do the Surf, at this point I don't feel like killing off my Vaporeon yet, having it being killed off. So I'm going to switch right after all the HP animation into my Gliscor named Scorpions. And obviously that's not going to affect me. And he's going to switch into Fort Rocks, and I should have switched. I shouldn't have switched. I should have stayed in, but I switched back into Hydro. And I'm going to get HP and Aqua Ring back, and then he's going to go back into Cell, which is going to die from the incoming Surf. So, he's going to go into Frost Slash, which I'm just letting my Vaporeon die at this point. So, I'm going to go into Empoleon, and I'm just going to go for the Swords Dance here. And then he's going to switch back into Fort Rocks, and I was just going to go for Aqua Jet, which that Fortress is going to take like a pro. And I probably should have went for another Swords Dance here, but I go for Earthquake instead. Which did a decent amount, but not as much as I was hoping. Okay, and the next song is Who Made Who by AC/DC. So, after the leftovers, I'm going to go for another Swords Dance, knowing I can take at least one more Earthquake. Bar crit. which the crit doesn't happen, so I'm like, thank God. but he's got leftovers. And I think I'm running Muscle Band on this Empoleon. So I go for another Earthquake, and we're in the T-Flare chat, and he's like, dude, I lived at 11 HP. I'm like, oh my god. You know, it was one of those, you came so close, but you're so far away. So, I'm like, alright. I'm gonna go into my Gliscor, and I mean to click on Earthquake, but I misclick on Swords Dance. And he's gonna go, what the BOOM! On me, and I'm thinking, please let my massive HP, let me live. And I'm like, yes! Huzzah! But I'm probably gonna die to whatever else comes out next. Which he goes back into his Frost Slash, which is going to kill me off with this Weather Ball, and I'm like, oh, crud. So, I go into my Blissey named Hordem, and he's gonna Weather Ball me again. It does exactly 100, and I just go for the Grass Knot to see how much damage I can get on him. Knowing he can't Destiny Bond me because I can't kill him with a Grass Knot. It's a bold-natured Blissey, so it's max defense, max special attack, Soft Boil, Toxic, Grass Knot, and Calm Mind. So I'm just gonna go for another Grass Knot. And noticing that I can put him into Sandstorm damage area where it won't be forever waiting for Sandstorm to take him down. So he's going to Weather Ball me again. And I'm going to just go for a Soft Blow here, which is going to put me right back to full HP. So he's going to Weather Ball me again. And I think this is where I start to go for Calm Minds. Yeah. Because Blissey has like 306 special defense stock without even touching it, regardless of nature. And I'm like, unless it's a special defense drop nature. So I'm like, I'm not going to even, I didn't touch the special defense EVs. So I'm just going to Soft Blow to get myself back up to full HP again. And he's going to Weather Ball me, and I go for Grass Knot to kill him off. So he's going to go back into LOL what? His Dugtrio, and I'm going to go into my Gyarados named Alexo. And I'm going to get the Intimidate off, and he's going to start substituting, and I'm like, okay, he's got a berry, but which one? Salic or Leeche? But then he switches into Dominion, and I'm just going to Waterfall. And I'm thinking, oh god, the song is You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. I'm like, please let it do more than half. And it does like, almost, it does like 2/3. I'm like, thank god. Because Blissey up against Tyranitar and Dugtrio equals dead. So I'm just going to Waterfill for the KO. Waterfall. Yeah. So, his last Pokemon is obviously Dugtrio. And he's going to substitute. So, like I said earlier, which berry does he got? Salic or Leeche? Or Leche, or however you want to pronounce it. And I'm just going to sit here to... Just going to be breaking his sub the whole time. And I think I get a crit here on his substitute. Yeah, I get a critical hit on a sub. I'm like, oh my god, I got a crit on a sub. So, he's going to substitute again. And that's going to activate his Leche Berry. Or Leche Berry. And I'm just going to Waterfall to break his sub. And I'm thinking, oh god, please don't let this thing carry Stone Edge. It probably does carry Stone Edge, but let's hope it doesn't. So, leftovers cancel Sandstorm damage. And he's reversing. I'm like, oh my god. Despite the type disadvantage, it does a good bit. And I miss with Waterfall, because he said he had Sandville. I'm like, oh, great. So, I have to hope he doesn't get a crit here. And he doesn't get a crit, so I just go with Earthquake. So, good game, LeinGod. Rate, comment, subscribe. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. and tflare.com. Peace, guys.